Hey guys, today I will be making a video about Shy Listener X Cuphead X freaking Bendy. So sorry guys, I'm sick, so I'm pretty sure I can't really do this, but I'm sick. So yeah, let's get right into it. So you were in school in the hallway, and there was this giant fish tank next to your locker that's been there for like ever. The fish, you're even surprised that the fish were still alive, but um, you were feeding the fish. Why, that was your job, and you seen Cuphead and Bendy talking, and you knew they were kind of enemies, like they didn't really like each other. So, but they would still talk sometimes, but they didn't really like each other. But heard them talking about you, but you two are in the same class, and you kind of wondered what they were talking about. You kind of heard their conversation a little bit, so you kind of listened. They were talking about how pretty you are and how good to the world you were, but you didn't really care. You thought you were a bad person. You were just depressed and shy and all the other things. So yeah, you took medicine every morning about your depression and your anxiety, but the only thing that bothered you really was that how they were talking about you. That's the only thing you didn't like, because you thought it was kind of weird. But when you stepped into your class, like, Cuphead came in after you, you went over to get your bell ringer, and Cuphead put something in your desk. You didn't know what he put in your desk. So you kind of went over, and, well, yeah, you went over to your desk, sat down, and you pulled out the note that he put in your desk. You read it. It said, "Do you like me?" on it, which you blushed really hard. And then there was a yes or no question with a box next to it. But then underneath of that yes or no question, you wrote maybe. And then you circled in the box. I meant colored in the box, my bad. So then you kind of put it in his desk when he wasn't looking. And he's seen you put it in his desk, but you didn't know he's seen you. But you kind of noticed that he was looking, and then after you put it in his desk, you then noticed that he knew. But, yeah, he pulled out the note, and the teacher caught you putting it in his desk, so you got lunch detention. Good job! You got lunch detention, so you went up for lunch. And apparently, yeah, Cuphead was up there too for some reason. He was talking to the teacher how it was his fault because he freaking put it in your desk in the first place. And the teacher said that me and him after school detention. Good job, Cuphead. You made it even worse. So, and then after school detention, Bendy was in there too for some reason. Like, he was just staying after school to do work and finish up on some things. So, you were just sitting in your classroom, finishing on work after school, practicing and doing stuff and stuff like that. So, and then, well, you kind of looked at Cuphead. You kind of glanced at him. He glanced at you, and then freaking Bendy was just looking at you like a creep. But Bendy was like, "Are you okay?" You said, "I'm fine, yeah. My parents will be so mad." And then Cuphead's like, "Why?" And I said, and then you said, "I freaking got detention. What do you think why?" And then the teacher was like, "Okay, shut your mouths. This is detention, so you better be quiet." So then, oh my gosh, it's almost over. So then Cuphead and Bendy, after detention, they kind of walked up to you. Cuphead asked for your phone number, then Bendy. And then they kind of just left, I guess. Well, you went home. Your mom kind of yelled at you. Your dad was like calm, he didn't really care. But you also got written up, so you couldn't go on that field trip that was going to happen tomorrow. So you ate dinner, took your depression pills, and went to bed. Then you woke up to a terrible dream that you had of your anxiety because you forgot to take your anxiety pills. So, your dream was about the anxiety and what anxiety you had. Your anxiety was about people. You didn't like people. You just wanted to stay away from them. That was your anxiety because you had a dream about a bunch of group of people just hovering over you, you being like really popular, which you disliked that. But yeah, and then after that, your parents came in and you said, I'm okay, and then you went back to bed. Well, guys, that's the end of that. I'm sorry I was sick and it didn't really have to do with Bendy. I'm sorry. Well, I got this comment from someone down in the comments.